Hey everybody, I'm Brenda with Brenda Horan Photography, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for another Explore Tulsa. We get started by getting on our high horse.
Then we check out Tulsa technology in the Space City.
Followed by action heating up in the kitchen, too.
Plus the weather's just right to learn the latest in biking.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. We are so happy you decided to join us for this week's Explore Tulsa.
Hey Trish, you ever done any horseback riding?
I have a couple times at summer camp. How about you, Stevie?
Oh yeah, all the time when I was a kid. I used to pretend I was the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger?
Yeah, I'd wear the mask and everything.
Oh yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I thought so too, but the people at the grocery store, they just laughed and laughed.
Maybe you would have had better luck taking riding lessons from Kim Dyer at Southern Hills Riding Academy.
You got any reporters?
When I moved to Tulsa, I had the background in dressage from Texas, and then I had my hunter-jumper experience from New York. And I couldn't see myself doing just jumping or just dressage, and so eventing was a pretty natural conclusion to come to. And so 20 years ago when I got here, I started fresh in the eventing world and have been loving it ever since.
The minute I get my horse out of his stall and everything, it's like you turn into a whole different person than you were with your friends. You're a goofy, fun kind of person that you are with your friends, and you get a little more serious and a little more in tune with your horse. My horse is my best friend, no doubt about that. And I talk, crazy horse people, we talk to our horses all the time, I'll be standing there having a conversation with him and he'll hug me and everything. He's like a person, but the minute he comes out of his stall, it's like a whole different kind of thing with him. You come out and you brush him, you put the saddle on, you bring him out there, and you get to work, you get to business. It's like with your friends doing homework. You get to work, it's your homework out there. And whenever you get off, then you can play around, you can have fun and everything. But whenever I'm out there, I'm definitely focused, getting things done, seeing how I can be better, what I can do to be better.
We talked about it being a relationship, and it really is. It's a day in, day out. My daughter puts in 1.5 to 2 hours, 6 days a week with her horse, and you can't really have outside activities really going on. It's a pretty serious commitment that you have to make to your horse because he's got to be in the best shape that he's ever been in.
His name is Ace. He is a thoroughbred and he's 15 hands, but he definitely thinks he's a big 17-hand thoroughbred. His mama died whenever he was born, so he's been alone all of his life, and whenever we got him, he was wild. You couldn't touch him. But Ace, he thinks he's a person. He doesn't like any other horses. He will pin his ears at the other horses. There are occasional horses that he'll get along with. But all the other people, like someone will be walking by and he'll just turn his head to you and give you a hug. He won't let you by. Like I'll be trying to tighten up his girth and he'll stop me by hugging me. He's like, no, let's not work. There's nothing like it. Like they say a dog is a man's best friend. I guess a horse is a woman's best friend, because they really are. They're amazing.
This place has really been mine and my children's. When I moved here 20 years ago, I soon got a divorce. My father died, so it was pretty much me and my children here. And we had to build it from the ground up. We had to do all the work to it. And so it's very exciting to see how successful it is, and to enjoy the fruits now and not just the labor.
Being taught by my mom sometimes it has its hard times, because they're your mom and you want to talk back, and you have to remain professional about it, and you have to just suck it up and say, that's not my mom, that's my trainer, you know. So it's kind of hard sometimes, but I definitely love it because I can always say, hey mom, you want to go give me a lesson real quick? And you know, it's really easy for that. I wouldn't be able to do that with a regular trainer.
I love Tulsa. If I had to pick anywhere in the world to raise children, it would be in Tulsa. It's kind of that small town, big city, all wrapped up into one.
Wow, Nicole really knows how to get her horse to do some amazing things.
Well, she is on her way to earning a spot on the Olympic team.
No matter your level of riding experience, the Southern Hills Riding Academy can help you out too. Look them up at okhorse.com.
You know, everybody needed riding lessons back in the 1850s.
Unless, of course, they had some insight on steam engines.
Like our next guest, whose company went from steam engines in the 1850s
To the high-tech products they provide a number of different industries today.
and we get to witness it all firsthand when we follow Gardner Denver to the Offshore Technology Conference in Houston next, when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get one pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99 or my two-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Stevie, why on earth are you dressed like that?
Why else? I'm going to be a mystery shopper at Video Revolution.
Oh, you are definitely a mystery no one can solve.
Well, Missy, don't you like my granny voice? No? Well, I think that the guys at Video Rev from Dressed Like a Granny are going to give me a better deal on a brand new Sony TV.
Stevie, granny or not, anybody who walks into Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis can count on getting the best deal in town.
Like this Sony 55-inch 1080p LED HD Smart TV with built-in Wi-Fi, only $14.99.
Or this 40-inch Sony 1080p LED with motion flow for just $4.99.
Plus, get this Sony 3D Blu-ray player with built-in Wi-Fi, so you can stream all your favorite videos for only $99.
And with Video Revolution's low price guarantee, nobody has to dress up to get a great deal.
Well, all right, Missy, but can you help me with my brassiere?
Oh. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hi, I'm Jared Stone. I'm marketing with Gardner Denver Pumps, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Hello, and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, you just got back from Houston, right?
I did, Trish. The Explore Tulsa production team followed Gardner Denver to this huge convention at Reliant Park. There we saw all the latest in offshore technology from around the world.
And as part of Gardner Denver's booth, we showed off a little broadcast technology by transmitting a live signal from a remote location to a video wall at the conference.
We sure did, Trish, but seeing is believing.
Gardner Denver is about a 150-year-old company. Started in the 1850s, and we have progressively been a part of the oil and gas industry more and more. We are here at OTC this year to join in with over 85,000 other people that attend this show, but we are here to celebrate 100 years of pumping innovation. Tulsa is a very important location for our business here at Gardner Denver. It's all new manufacturing, so a lot of our, most of, if not all of our fluid ends are manufactured straight from our Tulsa facility. The stimulation fracturing pumps are manufactured out of the Tulsa facility. So we have a couple different areas, but to Tulsa, it's extremely vital for that piece of our puzzle as Gardner Denver, that is there in Tulsa. We've got the equipment, we've got the right facilities, we've got the right people, great Tulsa people that come in, and it's very, very important for what we do. This is our Super Bowl. This is what we do. It's our biggest show that we participate in every year, and it's in the Mecca of oil and gas down in Houston, Texas, and this is where we connect with a lot of people. We have had great success this year in 2013, even better than last year, but it's so vital to be, you know, where the show is basically, and that's right here. Well, the idea behind a lot of the trade shows that we do is sort of the "what is it for me, in it for me" question. Why would I want to come to your booth? So, being on the side of more of the creative end of marketing to develop more of kind of a performance or a show, we wanted to do something different that people wouldn't see typically at a trade show. So one of those things is we wanted to bring in an actual company to come in and live stream from, you know, 2 different places to sort of mock that we had a guy out in a field testing one of our pieces of equipment, and I was here to, you know, kind of go back and forth to find out what he's doing, how things are going, and show that in the booth of this size.
You can't just get rid of me.
No.
You haven't seen the last of me.
I've seen
hey,
that.
Remember.
What's
remember,
up? What's up?
Keep calm and pump on.
You got it, buddy. Give it up for Justin. You
Bye,
take care
OTC.
out there.
The
All
customer or anyone that wants to watch No Change, the idea is for the equipment that we make is the best in the business. It's the quality, it's the engineering, it's the innovation that we do, and it lasts forever. So we send a guy out, and the idea behind that is he's got a lot of time on his hands to fill up. So as they're watching him, he will try to fill up all the time that he has with anything that would basically entertain him. So that's kind of the concept behind what No Change is. Well, it was very scary to try to think about doing live streaming at a live event. Technology in itself is unreliable, and so in a company that only understands risk, it was very difficult. It kind of goes against the grain and against sort of core values a little bit to do something that you don't have a whole lot of control over. But we had a great team, and we had some great agency help, but we also had a great group of guys called Envision Media that came down. They really structured and walked us through the processes so that we began to feel more comfortable as we were developing that. And those were strategic processes that took some time to kind of work through and talk to and understand the confinements and the parameters and what we're working within. But they made it happen, and it's really getting a great response.
Gardner Denver is an amazing company.
They really are, Trish, with offices in 33 countries, including one right here in Tulsa.
The booth and the whole broadcast was pretty impressive too.
Well, most definitely. We use similar technology like that used by the networks to provide live feeds from anywhere in the country at lightning fast speed on a huge video wall.
If you'd like to learn more about how we could make your next company production really stand out, shoot us a message on Facebook. Just look for Explore Tulsa.
And if you think all that's impressive, wait until you see what we've got in the oven when we return with Candace Conley. The girl can cook next with more Explore Tulsa.
For a taste of Italy in Tulsa, may we recommend Ti Amo. For 20 years, Tulsa diners have come to Ti Amo for the very best in authentic Italian and Mediterranean dishes. With a dining room perfectly suited for single diners or groups and an incomparable menu, it's easy to see why Ti Amo has been voted best Italian restaurant in Tulsa. Ti Amo now with 2 locations, 61st and Sheridan, and our new downtown location on the northeast corner of 3rd and Cheyenne. Ti Amo, fine dining at an affordable price.
I'm carbon dating this carpet.
When you visit Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis, you won't find a bunch of money spent on fancy extras. That way Video Rev can pass huge savings to customers every day.
Like the Samsung 46-inch LED 1080p smart TV for only $649.
Or this Sony 55-inch 1080p LED with built-in Wi-Fi and 3D ready for only $14.99.
So bring in your dinosaur and trade up today.
Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hi, I'm Kim Dyer from Southern Hills Writing Academy, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Hello, and thanks for sticking around for more Explore Tulsa.
Have we ever got a date night for you? Instead of being waited on at some fancy restaurant, why not be the gourmet chef yourself?
That's just what you get when you spend an evening with Candace Conley from The Girl Can Cook.
I am originally from Tulsa. I left, of course, like most people do, for several years, but then settled back down here and had a family, and Several years ago, I decided that I loved cooking enough to make it a career, so that's how I ended up becoming a chef. I knew that I didn't just want to cater and cook for people, that I wanted to teach people to cook. There's just this wonderful kind of almost an aha experience when you're teaching them to cook something and then they're like, oh, well, I can do that, or, you know, something like that. That's, you know, and then when they take the recipes that we do in class and they take them home, and then they'll email me or send me a text message or something that says, I made thus and so and it turned out great, and that's the best thing ever. I like to make things that when people look at them on the plate, they're like, oh, I know what that is, rather than, what is that? And I don't know if I want to eat that or not. So it's always identifiable. It's just a little twist on something. I mean, I certainly have a wild and crazy side, but and we usually get into that during the cooking classes because we do have a lot of fun in there. But I'm pretty straightforward and direct, and I wouldn't go so far as to say no nonsense, because I like to have fun, but I'd say I'm probably somewhere in the middle of the spectrum. Not boring, but not too wild and crazy. Classes are typically Wednesday and Thursday evenings, and then we do a date night every other Tuesday, which is very fun. Our classes are small because we like to keep them as hands-on as possible. And people have the option of, you know, if they want to jump in the kitchen right away, that's great, or if, you know, they're kind of hesitant, that's okay too. So, but there's always the availability of coming into the kitchen and working right alongside actually everybody else. And people will come into class not knowing each other, and then they'll leave, you know, like long lost friends. It's just great. It depends upon what the topic is, and we'll just work our way through at least 3 recipes. Trying to teach, you know, just kind of basic, a thing that's called mise en place, which is where you have everything prepared before you start cooking, so that you don't get in the middle of, you know, I don't know, frying or sauteing, and then you realize that you need a chopped onion and you don't even have an onion. So, so we go through that, basic knife skills, and then the preparation of the recipes themselves so that they all come out at the same time, because sometimes one of the things that people say in class that what intimidates them about cooking is the timing and having everything come out when it's supposed to. I would say just come and have fun, because I mean, you don't have to have any skills. You can be very proficient. You can just want to come and watch. It's okay. We just have a good time. It's kind of like a party in someone's house. You know, any number of people, as you age or mature, or however you want to put it, you start looking for things that really make you happy, and you know, it was sort of like my therapy was to go home and cook, and that just was one of those things that it kind of was a natural progression to doing it as a profession.
Candace can sure whip up a nice little feast.
Hey, that's what you should do for your next date night, Stevie.
If my wife knew I could cook, she'd probably make me do it all the time. No thanks, I'll stick to burning the toast.
I'm sure you're more fun than the Galloping Gourmet here. To find out when you can do a date night or take a class with Candace, visit urbankitchentulsa.com.
After eating all that good food, you're probably gonna need a good workout.
Biking is perfect this time of year.
That's right, Trish, and T-Town Bicycles is just the place to help you find the ride that fits you best.
Stay close, because they're next when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
Since 1964, Guitar House of Tulsa is the player's choice. We provide excellent customer service and the best selection on guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, ukuleles, and amplifiers in Tulsa. Check out the latest products from PRS, Martin, Taylor, Spector, Charvel, Takamine, Alvarez, Mesa Boogie, Orange, and many more. Open Monday through Saturday. Ask about our string instrument repair, 0% interest financing, and private lessons with the best instructions in Tulsa. Guitar House of Tulsa. We'll keep you strumming along.
Have you noticed your vision seeming a little narrowed and blurry?
Then you may be suffering from SDTV.
Let the LED experts at Video Revolution help you see what you've been missing.
Like the Samsung 1080p 50-inch LED for only $749.
Or this Sony 60-inch 1080p LED for only $14.99.
Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis can help you find the perfect HD.
And 3D prescription to custom fit your home entertainment needs.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get one pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99, or my two-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Hello there. We are very excited to have you still with us for more Explore Tulsa.
And you know, Stevie, the first official day of summer is just about a month away.
I know. I'm so excited about finally having some great weather, and I'm very ready to get out in it.
And you know what you need. A new bike from T-Town Bicycles of Tulsa.
The bike shop can be an intimidating place. It's a lot of stuff, a lot to know knowledge-wise that a first-time buyer has no clue of. We were all there at some point, and so we want to walk them through that and make them feel as comfortable as possible. Obviously, you start off with a bicycle. T-Town's been in business for 21 years. Family-operated shop, catering to all cycling, all cyclists, and from beginning level, family-oriented cyclists to your fairly competitive bike racer and everyone in between. The first-time bike buyer is a lot of fun, you know, because you get to have a genuine conversation with them, just to see what their desires are, their needs are, what they're going to be doing with the bike, and just for the series of questioning and questions, we determine exactly what would be the best fit for that particular individual, and go from there.
This is a specialized sector. It actually has an aluminum frame with a carbon fiber fork, which that carbon fiber fork really helps dampen the road vibrations, smoothing out the bike. Then it goes to a dual control shift brake lever that'll actually operate both the brakes and also your shifting. So you never really have to move your hands from the handlebars. The next bike is kind of a similar bike, except a lot of steps up in it. It goes to a carbon fiber frame versus the aluminum frame, which really makes the bike a lot more comfortable, makes it a lot more efficient that you get less twist in the frame, so you're getting more power to the rear wheel. They also go through on this bike and put what they call zerks into the frame, which is the piece on the fork here, and then on the rear seat stay, which acts as a dampener to reduce the vibrations on the bike and make it quite a bit smoother. This bike is someone that's going to be a little more active. Maybe they've been in the sport a little while, or just really want to go hog wild at first and get a bike that they're not going to have to upgrade in the near future. This person also is generally a fairly active person that's going to ride quite a bit, wants some performance in the bike, and doesn't want the bike to be what's holding them up. This is actually a bike that the pros ride. It upgrades to a nicer carbon that's going to be a torsionally stiffer carbon, and it's quite a bit lighter weight. Even the wheels are carbon, handlebars, the seat post, even down to the seat rails, the crankset, all go to a lot more efficient designs in it, get even lighter steel, shifting better. This bike is actually also an aero frame bike, so the frontal area is reduced significantly, making it a more aerodynamic bike. If you're a pro, you can top out, 60, 70 miles an hour on a descent, 30, 40 miles an hour just on the flats.
Bicycle's the first step. Once we get that covered and sorted out, then there's the accoutrement of not necessarily necessities, but stuff that definitely make the experience more enjoyable, like shorts, shoes, the clipless style pedals that you engage the shoes in, a tech fabric style jersey, gloves for added traction on the handlebars and padding to reduce vibration, and then of course your helmet for safety. It's a healthy alternative to running, which is essentially where I came from as a youngster. I transitioned into cycling and I really never looked back. You get to move along quite a bit quicker and see quite a bit more than you do, in the running world, and that for me sealed the deal. We feel that customer service is king, and we want to treat everyone like they're one of our own family, and so that they feel comfortable each and every time they walk through the door.
Brian and Jacob really know their bikes.
And to look at those seats, you wouldn't think they were very comfortable, but they are very form-fitting.
So if you're in the market for a new bike, visit T-Town Bicycles on 71st between Lewis and Riverside.
They can completely deck you out there too. Neat helmet and those cool gloves, without the fingers.
Is that where you got your training wheels too?
Hey!
Stick around, there's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Looking for a new home entertainment experience? Well, hi, and welcome to Video Revolution, Tulsa's best in cutting-edge electronics. Professional, highly trained home entertainment experts. Video Revolution's been serving Tulsans for over 25 years with name brands like Sony, Clips, Definitive Technology, Samsung, and so many more. Great selection, price match guarantee, custom installation, expert assistance equals home entertainment success. See for yourself. The Video Revolution showroom features the largest selection of flat panel TVs in all of Oklahoma, plus the latest in 3D entertainment. Highly trained home entertainment experts on hand, professional delivery, installation, and service after the sale, and the best selection of name brands. Visit us online at videorevolution.com and find out more about everything we have to offer. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Be sure and stop in next week when we take some singing lessons at Pressler Music.
We want to thank Kim Dyer for showing us around the Southern Hills Riding Academy, and good luck to Nicole in her Olympic quest.
Thanks too to Jared Stone for letting us tag along with him to Houston. Happy 100th to Gardner, Denver. And thanks to Candace Connolly from The Girl Could Cook. Good.
Plus thanks to Brian and Jacob of T-Town Bicycles for showing us some of the best new ways to stay in shape.
Remember, if you missed any of the show, you can always catch us at exploretulsachannel.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop in, say hello to Ron and all the guys for all your home entertainment needs.
And we welcome Explore Tulsa's newest title sponsor, Dr. Robert Zollner and Associates.
Home of the 2-pair for $99 deal with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.